Okay, SE appearing students, how are you today? Are you fine? So let's begin our class. Will you show me your face? Who are present over there? Here is Vivo 1906. Who is this? Who is this person? Mobile phone has come or what? Right? Okay. So we are discussing some old SE questions. Actually, SE pattern is similar one. Very short answer type questions, long and very long. 4 type of questions are asked. So we are discussing these questions. I think by tomorrow we will be completing these all. So let me share the screen. Are you ready? Question is here. Let me share the screen. First of all, okay, screen share, document, then device storage, cam scanner, XPDF means this is SE PDF Thursday. So let me see what is the question. SE PDF. So this is of okay. Today's let me show you another one. Who is this? Oh, Pratik has come. Good. Today Pratik has joined after a long time, right? Good job, Pratik. Oh, please. So everybody must come. So time is already fixed. So you must not be lazy. So I'm just sharing the screen. Today we'll be discussing this astronomy and geology. Okay. So question is here. In which eras do owl and flowering plants evolve? Now, what we do, I'm not going to dictate you. Simply, we will discuss the questions and answer will come automatically. In which eras do owl and flowering plants evolve? Owl in Cenozoic era, flowering plants in Mesozoic era. What is crude oil? Oh, so I have to do this odd one, otherwise it cannot be completed. Number 3, write 2 major events occurring on Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era means that is the era of reptiles. So you can write dinosaurs evolved and extinct. And next one is volcanic eruption took place. And number 5 is what is carbonization? What is carbonization? So can you define carbonization? Carbonization is the process of collection of more amount of carbon in the fossil fuel. Process of collection of more amount of carbon in the fossil fuel. Okay. Next one is number. What is the next number? I'm just saying number 7. 7 is here. 5 completed. In which era dinosaurs dominant and extinction? So dinosaurs were dominant and they extincted in Mesozoic era. Name the period and epoch in which monkey evolved. So monkey, so this is a mammal. So let me see here, period and epoch of monkey. We have to see in Cenozoic era. Actually this monkey comes under this spirit of mammal, birds and insects is given. So Okay, you can write Epo. Epo is Paleocene. Epo is Paleocene, and next one is period is Tertiary. Period is Tertiary. T-I-A-R-Y. Tertiary period. Okay. Now number 11. It says, why did dinosaurs evolve earlier than human? So dinosaurs evolved earlier than human because they are less developed in comparison to human beings. They are less developed in comparison to human beings. Number 13 now, write with reason, write the name of era and period of the evolution of following organisms. It is very lengthy question they have asked. Monkey and fish. So simply write down the era. So monkey, Cenozoic era, and fish, Paleozoic era. So 1 mark question giving just like 2-3 marks question is useless, right? That's why simple things we have to solve. Now students, it's given here question number 2 from short type questions. How are fossils formed? Write in brief, it is given. So for that, what you have to do? You have to explain the formation of fossils. Formation of fossil. So what thing you have to mention? So actually collection of sediment, and the sediment contains dead plants and animals, their deposition, they are pressed from upper layer, and soft part of the body decays and hard part keeps its imprint, and it causes or it forms fossil. So look at there in the book, process of fossil formation. So basically what you have to do, you must be able to write in short and lucid form, very attractive form, so that the people become very active and give the full marks to you. So nowadays we are in danger of corona. Even though what to do, we have to study. Study, we cannot stop. Now friends, question number 4. Question number 4 asks you to do something. What is that? Write any 2 main events that occurred in Mesozoic era. So the 2 events that occurred in Mesozoic era are evolution and extinction of dinosaurs and evolution of flowering plants. Okay, flowering plants. Now students, question number 6. Write any 2 methods for identification of fossils. So the 2 methods of identification of fossils are as follow. Number one, it may be the whole part of the animal or small part only, whole part, body part or small part only, and it may be in the form of moles and casts. Molds, M-O-L-D-S, moles and casts, C-A-S-T-S. Question number 8. Why fossils are not found in igneous rock? Write any 2 importance of mineral oil. Okay. So fossils are not found in igneous rock because it is formed by solidification of lava. Solidification of lava, LAVA. And 2 importance of mineral oil are it can be used as a fuel and it can be used as a lubricant. Fuel and lubricant. Okay students, now let's discuss next question, long type questions. From this one, question number 1. This is long type questions. Number 1 says, explain the process of formation of mineral oil with suitable figure and write any 2 applications. So formation of mineral oil, just you see page number 336, once you just check it, and two applications of mineral oil you can write. It is used as lubricant, it is used as fuel, it is used in industries, it is used in construction of road also you can write. Okay, construction of road. Question number 3 asks you to do something. On what basis scientists have said human beings and Earth did not come into existence at the same time? So, on the basis of fossils, they study the fossils, and fossil says clearly that simpler organisms came into existence faster and complicated later on. How is coal formed? So for that you have to check the book, page number 336, Formation of Coal, page 336. Question number 5, how are fossils formed? And write this one importance. Fossils formation already discussed. How write its importance? So what is the importance of fossil? It helps in evolution. It helps in evolution. We can say how the organisms evolved by the study of fossils. Okay, that is the thing. Now students, now what to discuss? Question number 7. Question number 7 says to do this thing. In which era the first mammal was evolved? In which era the first mammal was evolved? In Cenozoic era. What is fossil? Fossil is the remains of ancient plants and animals preserved in sedimentary rocks. Remains of or imprints of ancient plants and animals preserved in sedimentary rocks. Write any one way of identifying fossils. So you can write, it may be in the form of molds and casts. Dear students, writing method should be attractive, and you must not be lazier one, you have to be very active. So very long time questions we have already discussed. What is fossil? Write into importance of fossils. Now we are discussing about climate change and atmosphere. As usual, 4 type of questions: very short, long, and very long. Now here very short questions. Write down the name of layer of atmosphere which expands in the region of 80 km to 720 km from the Earth's surface. It is thermosphere, or you can write ionosphere. Which layer of the atmosphere is responsible for the change in weather? So troposphere is responsible for change in weather. Question number 5. What does question number 5 say? To define greenhouse effect. Okay, greenhouse effect. So what is the definition of greenhouse effect? Greenhouse effect is the phenomenon of trapping heat by the Earth's atmosphere. Phenomenon of trapping heat by the Earth's atmosphere is called greenhouse effect. Number 7 now. Write any one importance of artificial greenhouse. So what is the importance? It is off-seasonal plants can be grown easily. Off-seasonal plants can be grown easily. Okay. Okay students, these questions are also completed. Now we are discussing short type questions. Short type questions. Question number 2. How does nitrogen oxide destroy ozone layer? Write with chemical equation, it is said. Right? Nitrogen oxide. So nitrogen oxide is also one of the main villain of what? ozone layer depletion. So what is the chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is NO plus O3. NO plus O3, it gives NO2 plus O2. So NO plus O3 arrow, you can write there UV rays, NO2 plus O2. So basically what happens, this ozone is converted to oxygen. It's done. Okay, now let's discuss another one. What does the question say? Second part says like this. Let me enlarge it. Question number 4. How does chlorofluorocarbon, not chloroform. How does chlorofluorocarbon destroy the ozone layer? For that, will you see in the book page number 345? So there is one chemical reaction, that is CF2Cl2 arrow UV rays, CF2Cl plus Cl, and Cl plus O3 ClO plus O2, ClO Cl plus O, O plus O3, O2 plus O2. So that chemical reaction you have to write and then explain. Okay, page number 345. Check. Ozone layer depletion is the heading. Okay students, now let me say next question, that is question number 6. Question number 6. What does the question say? Which layer of atmosphere helps in telecommunication? Why? Okay, what is the answer? Thermosphere of atmosphere helps in telecommunication. Thermosphere of atmosphere helps in telecommunication because the air particles are in the form of ions. Air particles are in the form of ions. They can transmit the message quickly.
Air particles.
Number 8. Write any 2 effects of the increasing quality of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So, what are the 2 effects? Increasing greenhouse gases. Number 1, it causes global warming. It causes acid rain. Global warming and acid rain. Okay. Dear students, now we have completed that one also, and we are discussing now others. Long type questions. What do the long type questions ask you to do? Question is here. Question number 1. Write the name of main chemical which destroys ozone layer. Do you know what it is? It is chlorofluorocarbon. Right? And how is ozone layer depleted? By that chemical described with chemical equation. Just earlier we have discussed. I said you to check in page number 345. Okay. Question number 3 now. Following are the findings in a study done on the Earth's environment. What are the findings? The temperature of respective environment is increasing. The number of amphibians are decreasing. Human beings are suffering from cataract and skin cancer. Answer the following questions on the basis of above facts. Okay. What is the first question? What is the cause of above findings? The cause is ozone layer depletion. Second question. What is to be done to remain safe from above conditions? That is, if it is caused due to ozone layer depletion, then ozone layer conservation, isn't it? Ozone layer must be conserved.
Yes.
To be safe from above conditions. Third one is, write one more similar harmful effects to human health. Next harmful effect is, what is the third one? So, it's given, this suffer from cataract and what is next? Skin cancer. So, there is loss of immunity in human beings. loss of immunity, or it can cause mutation also. It can cause mutation. Fourth question: what happens to the environment temperature at this condition? Obvious, the environment temperature goes higher and higher. It increases a lot. Question number 3 over. Now students, we are discussing question number 5. Question number 5 says, excessive use of mineral oil and coal help to increase the greenhouse effect. Justify the statement. Write 2 negative effects due to ozone layer depletion. Okay. So excessive use of mineral oil and the coal help to increase the greenhouse effect because there is production of carbon dioxide gas, and carbon dioxide gas blocks more amount of heat reflected from the earth's surface. Done. 2 negative effects due to the ozone layer depletion are global warming. Next one, human beings suffer from cataract, skin cancer, etc. Okay. So question number 7 now. Question number 7. Question number 7 asks you to do something. How do industrial gases cause acid rain? Explain with chemical reaction, it is said, isn't it? So here you can write the chemical reaction. H2O plus CO2, H2CO3. Okay, H2O plus CO2, H2CO3. H2O plus SO2, H2SO3. H2O plus NO2, HNO3. H2O plus NO2, HNO3. Those are the acids. When these acids fall along with rainfall, then it causes acid rain. Mention the effects of industrial gases. What are the effects of industrial gases? Number 1, they cause acid rain. They cause global warming. They cause ozone layer depletion. See, many effects can be seen. Now we are in question number 9. What does the question say? How is ozone layer formed? Write any 2 advantages of artificial greenhouse. So formation of ozone layer, write the chemical reaction. O2 arrow, you can write UV rays above that arrow. O plus O. Okay. Then next line, O plus O2 arrow UV rays O3. See, O3. Actually, this formation and destruction of ozone is a natural process. But when we produce the village like chlorofluorocarbon, methyl bromide, oxides of nitrogen, what do? They decrease more ozone. They react with ozone and change into oxygen, and the amount of ozone becomes less. And 2 advantages of artificial greenhouse are as follow. What are they? Number 1, saplings, small plants can be grown easily. Small plants or saplings can be grown easily. Number 2 is we can grow summer crops in winter season. Summer crops in winter season. That is optional plants, I said. So, okay students. Now question number 9. What does question number 9 say? How is ozone layer formed? Chemical reaction I said. Artificial greenhouse done. Now question number 11. Write any 3 effects appear in the earth due to the increase of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. What are the 3 effects? The 3 effects are as follow. Number 1, ozone layer depletion, global warming, acid rain. Okay, 3 are done. Question number 13. Write any 2 effects seen in human health due to the depletion of ozone layer. Already we have just done. Loss of immunity, skin cancer, cataract. These are the effects. The roof of an artificial greenhouse is made slanted. Slanted means a bit oblique. Why? So that more amount of sunlight enters inside it. More amount of sunlight enters inside the artificial greenhouse. So students, now what to discuss here? Actually, there is next portion also. Climate change, but questions are not given here. So you have to go through that portion once again. Alright. Now let's discuss the earth in the universe. First question is define sidereal month. Sidereal. Oh, you write the period of or time period of sidereal month. Time period of sidereal month is 27 1/3 days. Okay, 27 1/3 days. Now question number 3. What is galaxy? So galaxy is the group of billions of stars and their family members. Okay, family members, comma, gaseous cloud inside the bracket, nebula, etc. Gaseous cloud inside the bracket, nebula, you can write. So 1 done, 3 done. Now we'll be discussing 5. On which galaxy our solar system falls? Our solar system falls in Milky Way galaxy. Number 7. How many types of meteorites are there? So there are 3 types of meteorites. What are they? Stony meteorite, iron meteorite, stony iron meteorite. Question number 9. Year. Do you know? 1 light year equals to 9.46 times 10 to the power 15 meter. 9.46 times 10 to the power 15 meter. Next question. Number 11. On the basis of hypothesis, write a difference between galaxy and constellation. So galaxy contains millions of stars and their shape is not like an animal, but constellations are group of few number of stars and their shape is like an animal. Question number 13. What does the question say? Write the name of the largest satellite of Saturn. The largest satellite of Saturn is Titan. T-I-T-A-N. Titan. Next one. Name the gas abundantly found in its atmosphere. So, which gas is found in this one? What to say? Nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen is found in atmosphere of Saturn. Like In our also it is found nitrogen. There also nitrogen. Okay. Now short type of questions. Question number 2. It says, write any two similarities between the Earth and the Venus. So what are the similarities? Their size is nearly equal. They rotate from west to east. Number 4. Write any two applications of artificial satellite. Do you know? The applications of artificial satellite are for military purpose, to explore the outer world. Okay. Number 6. Comet is seen after a long period of time. Why? Comet is seen after a long period of time because its orbit is highly elliptical. Its orbit is highly elliptical. Question number 8. Write any two objectives of launching a satellite. Earlier we have discussed. Number 10. Why do meteors disappear in the atmosphere? Why? Meteors disappear in the atmosphere because they burn completely after reacting with oxygen. They burn completely after reacting with oxygen. Okay, students. Now we are in question number 12. What is meteorite? Write the name of their types. Types of meteorites already said, right? What are they? Stony iron, iron and stony. 3 types. Stony type, iron type meteorite and stony iron type. Come on, okay. What is meteorites? Meteorites is the unborn part of meteoroid. Unborn part of meteoroid that reaches on the Earth's surface or any planet or satellite surface. Done? Question number 14. The tail of the comet disappears when goes away from the sun. Why? The tail of the comet disappears when goes away from the sun because it does not get more amount of heat. It does not get more amount of heat, and the rate of vaporization is very slow. If no more heat, then how vaporization will take place, right? Students, now we will be discussing next question. Question number 2 from long type of questions. What are the questions saying? It says, let me make a bit bigger one so that you can see. Which planets do not have their satellites? The planets without satellites are Mercury and Venus. Okay. Right, into difference between constellation and galaxy. What are the differences? Constellation is small in size. Galaxy is bigger in size. The number of stars move away from each other in constellation. In the galaxy, the number of stars do not go away from each other in constellation. Okay, we'll discuss number 3 also. What is constellation? What is constellation? Could you remember the different type of constellations? Different names? What are the names? You know, the sign of zodiac also, right? Listen here. Constellation is a group of few number of stars which look like an animal or an object. Question 1, it says, write the name of heavenly bodies which are indicated by following words. Red planet, Mars, dwarf planet, Pluto, smallest planet, with the smallest planet, Mercury, and farthest planet, Neptune. Okay. Question number 5. Write name of any two asteroids. Write into difference between shooting star and star. Okay. Any two asteroids are Ceres, 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 Juno, Juno, Vesta, Vesta, Eros, 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 etc. And what are the differences between shooting star and star? Shooting star is smaller in size, star is bigger in size. Shooting star does not produce light for a long period of time. Star produces light for a long period of time. Okay, students. Now what are you going to discuss is, let me see how many questions are here. Here are altogether 4 questions. First of all, let's discuss number 1. Number 1 says, these are very long type questions. Study the given figure and answer the following questions. Introduce such objects revolving around the sun. So here is the diagram with the object having tail or without tail, right? So the object is comet. Why does the size of tail of this mass increase when it comes closer to the sun? When it comes closer to the sun, its mass and tail of this object increases because it receives more amount of heat and rate of evaporation is higher. If rate of evaporation is higher, more amount of water vapor is produced and it rises up and it looks like tail. It cannot be considered as a star. How? It cannot be considered as a star because it is non-luminous body. It does not produce some light. And next thing, it goes around another star. It goes around the star like Halley's Comet, Temple Turtle, Shoemaker-Levy, Encke. These are the comets. So they go around the stars. That's why they are not considered as star. Okay, students. Now the last question is question number 3. What does question number 3 say? What is light year? So the distance traveled by light in 1 year is called light year. That is distance travel. Okay. Next one is write any two differences between meteor and meteorites. So meteor is smaller in size, meteorite is bigger in size. Meteor burns completely, meteor does not burn completely. Next one is comet is seen at the gap of a long period. Why? The answer is comet is seen at the gap of a long period because its orbit is highly elliptical. Highly elliptical. So students, 40 minutes time, I think it has already gone and it is saying to reconnect. In today's class we discussed mainly 3 chapters. What are they? Discuss means we solve the questions of 3 topics: history of the earth, atmosphere and climate change, and what is next one? The universe, isn't it? So very short type of questions, short type questions, long type questions, and very long type questions. So students, we are able to complete in one phase some important questions from chapter 1 to chapter 24. Is it 24? So let me see here, 23 only. Okay students, now listen. Earlier we have discussed some sets and we started discussing from these different chapters, and from tomorrow what do? We will discuss again sets. Understood or not? I will give you one set, you just be prepared and we will be discussing those in our class. Clear? And are you utilizing the time or not? Or just wasting time for boys and girls? Please practice and practice, and when the coronosphere is gone, writing time begins. Understood or not? So today this much. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.